It's Steam Next Fest time again, and there are so many demos taking part that it can be difficult to scour through them all and find the hidden gems. Well, I've saved you some time because I have handpicked over 30 cozy demos that are taking part in this Steam Next Fest that you can play right now. But first, hi, I'm Ellie, and this is a cozy gaming club where I love to shine a light on lesser-known cozy games, and I've got some great ones coming up. Starting off strong with a relaxing adventure where you play as a guardian spreading nature and breathing life back into a world covered in ash. The best part is that you can play this game in online co-op with up to 4 friends, even in the demo, and if you're playing it solo you won't be alone either because there are adorable yet slightly clumsy creatures that can also join you on your adventure. Bloomkeeper looks wonderful, although there's no release date for it yet. Open your own donut cafe in the demo for this cute conversation sim that currently has a 100% positive rating on Steam. But this isn't just any donut cafe. In the magical world of High Times, you can literally eat your feelings, as the donuts you make can change the emotions of your customers. Listen carefully to their troubled stories and work out what donut they need for every situation, whether that's a pick-me-up, a boost of courage, or something else entirely. Oh, and did I mention there's also the not-so-small plot of all your exes being back in town? It's like Scott Pilgrim meets a cooking simulator, and it's fully voice-acted. I love games that try to come up with new and creative ways to tell their story, and Piece Together is definitely one of those games. In this narrative puzzle game, the story is told through the pages of a beautifully illustrated scrapbook, with each page offering a new tale. Sort through the mementos that younger Connie collected in high school and piece together your scrapbook as you revisit the memories you made together with your best friend. Decorate the pages and watch your friendship unfold all over again. But you have one big question to answer. After all these years, should you reach out to them again, or is the past best left in the past? Play as an adorable little mouse who returns from the big city to find their childhood home in ruins in this woodland survival game. To make matters worse, your aunt, who was supposed to be looking after it, has gone missing. Brave the elements and journey out into the frozen wilderness to collect vital resources for both yourself and your new home. But beware of the insect wildlife and remember that nobody survives on their own. Find new friends, expand your survival handbook, restore your burrow, and solve the mystery of what happened to your aunt when Winter Burrow launches later this year. This may be one of the most intricate decorating games I've ever seen. Outside the blocks is a diorama builder where you craft stunning structures that you can bring to life with weather, animals, characters, and more. It's fully customizable, letting you shape terrain, assemble modular houses, decorate, change the colour of everything, and even customize the weather, time of day, mood, and more. Plus, Outside the Blocks has a confirmed release date of November 4th. As an avid reader, I am always on the hunt for book-themed games, so I can combine both of my hobbies together, and the Fractured Library caught my eye. After getting lost in a freak storm, you stumble across a mysterious library and head inside to get out of the weather. But this is no ordinary library. It's an enchanted library, and despite her best efforts, the librarian Hazel is struggling to keep the magic under control. Explore the library and the many magical worlds contained within its walls, all in search of fragments of a shattered crystal that can help restore balance to this world. There's no combat, no time limits, and no stress, just a magical world to explore in the Fractured Library, which is due to launch in July 2026. Anxiety Puppy is an interactive visual novel that tells the story of a young girl in a bustling city who is struggling with the increasing pressures of life and work. Every day seems exactly the same as she juggles studying, job hunting, and working until she eventually snaps. On one sleepless night, her anxiety spirals out of control and she finds herself in a strange world where her anxiety is personified as a little puppy. Follow along on this journey of self-discovery and healing where the main character could be any one of us. This next game looks like a Ghibli-inspired farming game. In Starson Island, you leave the bustle of the city behind to move to a beautiful island and run your own farm. There'll be all your usual farming activities like animal care, decorating, fishing, and befriending over 40 NPCs. But there are also unique activities for this game like diving in the sea and searching for pearls. They've also just released a new trailer showing off more of the gameplay and introducing some of the NPCs, and it's due to launch in Q1 2026. I can't believe that no one is talking about this next game. In Dreadwinter, you move to a small town to take over a small, struggling coffee shop. Your goal is to turn it into a thriving business, but Dreadwinter isn't your average town. By day, Dreadwinter may seem like anywhere else, but when night falls, you may find your customers a little more frightening. This is a magical management game where you can decide how to run and scale your business. Be that opening another store, expanding your own to offer more stock, growing your own coffee beans, and more. And of course, you can befriend the magical NPCs. This next game has been all over social media, which isn't surprising because it looks so cute. Adorable Adventures is a cozy exploration game where Boris, a rebellious cute baby boar, has been separated from his family during a forest fire. Using the powers of his sniffer, he'll set out on an adventure to find them again, exploring peaceful forest meadows, rocky highlands, dark caves, and more on his quest to reunite with his family. This list has been quite light on decorating games so far, and then I stumbled across this game, which reminds me a lot of Voodoo, but it looks way more customizable. Block is a creative sandbox where you can design dioramas, rooms, and whole environments however you want. Whether you want to build a home, a bakery, a studio, or something else entirely, this game offers so much in the way of customization and promises a smooth and seamless decorating experience. You can even build exteriors as well as interiors, and I just love the warm feeling that every space has thanks to the wood effect. This next game is a heartfelt cozy adventure inspired by childhood summers. Head to the mysterious island of Kyoku to enjoy your summer holidays, and there's so much to get up to. Take part in bike races, go crab fishing, solve riddles, collect cards, and battle your new friends. However, there's no fixed way to play this game, and you can spend your summer holidays your way. The demo is limited to the first day, but if you enjoy it, the game is currently scheduled to launch in Q1 2026. Step into the shoes of 15-year-old May, who was overcome with guilt after the death of her parents in this next game. Just as she's starting to feel all is lost, she meets a young ghost who has lost her memory and thus her only way to move on. Dancing with Ghosts is a heartfelt story about May and her ghost on a quest to help the ghost remember who she was and fulfill a dream so she can move to the afterlife. And along the way, May might find out how to move on as well. Moving on to a slightly more light-hearted game called Magical Greenhouse. Open your own potion shop in this cozy simulation game, but you need to grow all of your own ingredients. So buy some magical plants and take care of them to harvest the fruit of your labor. Your clients, creatures, and adventurers will have all kinds of strange requests for you, so you may need to get creative to work out the perfect potion to meet all of their needs. And of course, this game wouldn't be complete without letting you decorate your shop as well, and the decorations can even have special effects on your work too. And the best part is that this game is scheduled to launch next month, so this is the perfect time to try it out. There have been a few disappointing horse games recently, and I am praying that The Legend of Kimori will be the game that changes that. In this open-world exploration game, you'll play as a courier delivering mail across the vast Mongolian wilderness. Breed and care for a herd of trained horses, with each one developing special traits that can aid you on your journey to deliver your precious cargo. But this game won't be easy, as they have tried to make it more historically accurate. So survival will play a key role both in planning your routes and protecting yourself against the wildlife. I'm still so excited for this game though, and it'll be launching on the 4th of November, so there's not long to wait. Everdream Village looks set to fix all of the issues I had with Everdream Valley by creating a cozy community farming sim where all of your villagers help out around the farm. Designed as a sandbox game, Everdream Village can be played the way you want. Whether that's farming, helping villagers, growing crops, catching fish, finding romance, or exploring the many islands that make up this beautiful world. And you can decorate to your heart's content as well, with terraforming and secrets to uncover, with early access coming to Steam this year. Speaking of secrets to uncover, Retro Relics is an exploration game where you follow in the footsteps of your late grandpa and use his metal detector to search for relics in the world around you. Hunt for treasure, including coins, jewelry, religious relics, and more in a variety of locations like ancient ruins, golden beaches, dusty fields, and lush forests. You never know what you'll find next, including sometimes items that belong to the villagers who also call this town home. Plus, you can even clean up the environment to encourage wild animals to return. And Retro Relics does have a tentative release month of December 2025. Explore the spooky seaside town of Innsbeek in this genre-bending, Paper Mario-inspired RPG. In Escape from Ever After, storybook heroes must fight back against the real-world megacorporation that's taking over fairy tales for profit. This game sounds so creative and it's unlike anything else I've played before, and features so many recognizable fairy tale characters like Pinocchio and the Three Little Pigs. I loved the original Power Wash Sim, and the sequel has taken part in Steam Next Fest and is launching next week. It's bringing with it so many new features like a home base that you can decorate, an expanded career mode with even more cleans, massive improvements to co-op mode including local split-screen co-op, new tools, and so much more. It'll be launching on the 23rd of October, so make sure to try it out at this Steam Next Fest to see if it's the game for you. After a tornado scatters your town far and wide, it's up to you, a skilled navigator, to recover what was lost and rebuild the village into something even better than before. Set out on an adventure exploring forests, ruins, and snowy landscapes to discover lost treasures, meet cozy creatures, and recover the missing belongings. Then when you return home, you can design the town the way you want to, restoring homes and welcoming villagers back in Maisie Village. Rogue Duck Interactive have so many games in this Steam Next Fest, like Vending Machine Co., Cats and Cups, and the one I'm most interested in, which is Carefully Stamped. In this cute decorating game, you design postcards that you can then sell to your customers. It looks adorable, and I love how creative you can get with them. There are so many different stickers and stamps that you can use to decorate them with, and then you get to pack them all up and send them off. It'll be launching in Q4 2025, and I can't wait to check it out. Speaking of stickers, this next game is another decorating game, but instead of unpacking boxes, you're peeling stickers from a sticker sheet. I love how creative this is, and it solves the issue I have with unpacking likes where I never know what's coming up next, and I always have to move my items around to make room for whatever unexpected things comes out of the box. The art is one of the biggest selling points for me. It looks so stylized and a little medieval in design. Little corners look so relaxing, and it'll be launching at some point this year. There's been a distinct lack of co-op games on this list, but Sheep Herds is looking to change that. In this co-op party game, you'll be herding a flock of colourful sheep with your sheepdog buddies. You need to work together and master the art of positioning to drive all your sheep safely home to collect their colourful wool, but each level also comes with additional challenges to really test your teamwork. Sheep Herds also has a release period of Q4 2025, so the full game may be here before you know it. Next up is a cozy and historical gardening game called The Abbess's Garden. In this game, you play as Agnes, a 17th century young peasant who tends the gardens of an abbey during a tumultuous period of court drama. Your job is to identify the plants in your garden, tend to them and grow new ones, and decorate the garden to make it a lovely place of rest. But before long, you find yourself tangled up in a spy plot between a French and a British, and you'll need to work out who you can trust. This next game asks, what do you really know about your home and the people who lived there before you? In the Berlin apartment, you play as a handyman who is tasked with refurbishing an old apartment in the city. But over the course of his renovation work, he digs deeper and deeper into the history of the apartment, and discovers relics of the past that have secrets to share about the previous owners and their companions. With each new find, he shares the stories with his daughter as they both trace the past lives over the course of a whole century. What will you discover when Berlin Apartment launches on the 17th of November? This Steam Next Fest is all about decorating apparently, because this next game is also a decorating game. The cozy world of Cozyrama is in your hands as you create a beautiful world in your own image. Start with a blank canvas and create a beautiful garden, a castle, a woodland, park, farm, festival, whatever you want. This game is so customizable with different biomes, creatures, and decorations to experiment with, and it'll be launching in Q4 2025. In this next game, you're homeless, but it's a real rags to riches story as you start with nothing and create your own legacy. Whether you want to run a business empire, start a family, or explore and meet new people, Trade Tales is a farming and life sim that lets you live out the job of your dreams and create the world you want to live in, and it'll be launching next year. Create your own unique story in this upcoming colony sim where you develop your villagers' stories as they grow old in your town. Legend has it that the continent of Kataria was home to an ancient civilization. One day, the continent mysteriously vanished and became lost to the world. Now, after hundreds of years, the lands of Kataria have been rediscovered, and all that remains of the civilization are in ruins. Care for generations of villagers and ages of Kataria, where you'll decide everything from why your village was founded to where it's located and how your village will grow and expand. Plus, it's launching on the 5th of November, so this is the perfect time to try it out before it launches. This next game is like a spooky version of Railbound. Play through 170 unique levels, laying tracks to make sure that your undead passengers get to where they're going. But you'll need to plan your route carefully, as each type of passenger has their own home to get to. Whether that's a vampire looking for a coffin or a zombie in search of their grave. And be sure to look after the poor, unsuspecting humans to make sure that nothing terrible happens to them on their way home when Spooky Express launches on October 21st on PC and mobile. Our penultimate game is Cambulin, a story-focused game about love. This game tells the story of a group of nomads who have just found a place to live, but you don't know anything about it, so you'll need to start exploring. There's not really much information about this one, but the beautiful pixel art world and mysterious story really capture my attention. I want to find out more about what's going on in this strange and unusual game. And finally, build and manage your own tavern in this charming fantasy business sim. Starting out with a shell of a tavern in the backwaters of the kingdom, you'll build rooms, place items, stock the storeroom, and hire staff to satisfy the demands of the locals that stumble through your door. Run your business well and progress to larger taverns, expanding your offerings to include new meals, drinks, rooms, and services. As tavern keeper, you'll manage everything about your business, ensuring you have enough drinks to satisfy your customers, setting the prices, and creating new recipes to offer. The full game is due to launch on the 3rd of November, so why not give it a try? Those are all of the games I've got for you today, and I hope you've discovered something new to try out this Steam Next Fest. Let me know which games caught your eyes down in the comments, and maybe I'll check 1 or 2 out on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!